Have you ever had a friend who knew your deepest secrets and one day became the person who hurt you the most? That's exactly what House of the Dragon does to us. It places two girls before our eyes, full of laughter, closeness, and late-night whispers in the Red Keep, and then, slowly, destroys everything. Not with an immediate explosion, with choices, with silences, with the weight of a world that was never built for them. Alicent and Rhaenyra grew up together in an era when women had no voice. The king's daughter and the hand of the king's daughter. One raised to marry strategically, the other raised to reign. Two destinies the world had already decided before they were even born. And yet, they found each other. In the castle hallways, in the library's books, in conversations that only make sense when you still believe the world can be different. It was real. Their friendship was real. But then comes the first crack. When King Viserys chooses Alicent to be his new wife, his own daughter's best friend, Rhaenyra can't process it. It's not just a political betrayal, it's personal. It's the feeling that the person you trusted most was keeping a secret that would change everything. Alicent swears she didn't know, that it was her father's decision, but Rhaenyra can't separate victim from accomplice. And maybe she doesn't need to in order to feel the pain. This is where the show hits hardest. Friendship doesn't die in a scream. It dies in a different look, in a formality that replaces a warm nickname, in a smile that never reaches the eyes. Put yourself in Alicent's shoes for a second. Married to an old man by her father's order, pregnant before she even understands what she wants from life, watching Rhaenyra fly on her dragon while she learns to be queen in a bed of obligations. She starts to see in her friend's freedom everything she will never have. And resentment, when watered by silence, becomes slow poison. And Rhaenyra? She carries the weight of being the heir in a world that doesn't believe in her. Every step watched, every choice questioned, every relationship turned into scandal. She needs an ally, but the woman who was her ally now sits on the throne beside her own father. The scene that shatters any illusion of reconciliation is when Alicent appears at Viserys' funeral wearing the green of House Hightower. Not a single word was needed. The dress said everything. It was a declaration of war disguised as mourning, and Rhaenyra understood it immediately. What makes this rivalry different from any other on television is that neither of them is a villain. Both were shaped by a system that placed them on opposite sides without asking if they wanted to be there. Alicent was taught that duty comes before everything. Rhaenyra was taught she had the right to want more. Both were right within the worldview they were given. And that's where it truly hurts, because you can't fully root against either of them. The friendship didn't die out of cruelty. It died because the world demanded they choose between protecting themselves and protecting each other. And both chose themselves. Maybe the question isn't when the friendship died. Maybe it's, could it have ever survived if the world had been different?